am tired, ill, stressed and hungry, so that is like the worst combination of things to be when filming a video. Hello there, I have A-level exams starting next week, so I'm very stressed. I'm not at school anymore, so I've been at home all week revising, and I've just realised how behind I am. One thing I have been doing in the spare time I've had not revising this week is been looking at university and things I can do after I finish my A-levels. And then I started having a look at apprenticeships, because the idea of going to school for 3 more years sounds horrific to me. So going straight into a job where you learn on the go and you get paid and you get a lot more experience sounds perfect. I was having a look at journalism apprenticeships, and I found this really, really good apprenticeship where you work with Radio 4, like BBC Radio 4, and they train you and you'll probably get a job in radio broadcasting, which would be really awesome because Radio 1 is my jam. When you say journalism, people think of newspapers and magazines, but people write the things for the auto cues and scripts, and it just looks so cool. So to appeal more to someone who might be reading an application I submit for a journalism apprenticeship, I want to create as much of an online presence as I can, which is partially why I've been doing these videos for so long, but also because these videos mean I procrastinate doing real life things like revisions, so lots of purposes. I'm doing as much as I can to appeal to a journalism apprenticeship hiring person. I should probably learn what they're called. And then I thought, how can I link this kind of thing into my A-levels? And in my English language course, I had a phone call. So when I was thinking about all these apprenticeships, I was thinking about how much language and technology overlap, because in my English language course we have one side where we are given a bunch of texts and we have to put them into groups, and in the other side we learn about language and power, language and technology, and language and gender. And as a person of the internet, language and technology appeals to me a lot, so there's a lot of theories and names for things that you never would have thought exist. Like, there is a word for the act of talking about talking. So when you say, "Oh, it's been really nice talking to you," that's called meta talk. English language revision. All of this has been on my mind a lot with looking at apprenticeships and revising for exams, and I'm going to go be a journalist now. Just like right this second. It's really interesting though, because if you think about how different people can be on the internet, like on Twitter, you are restricted by a certain number of characters, so you don't get everything a person is wanting to say. Or on Facebook, you can't get the intonation of what someone's going to say, which often leads to people falling out and misinterpreting things, because you don't know how someone's saying something. Like, it could be sarcastic, but someone takes it literally and gets offended. And there's a lot of getting offended on the internet, and it's just a lot of work. So basically put a winky face at the end of everything, and everyone will know you're being sarcastic. That is a general internet rule, I think. This week's been kind of boring. I've talked about school and jobs and stuff, and that's really dull. Oh no, next week I will have a more interesting video, because I'm going to see Little Mix with my sister. I'm on FaceTime with Jen, and Jen's coming. It's a Jenny. It's a Jenny. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.